All right, welcome back to Two Stupid Guys Trade Stocks. I'm Vinny.
I'm Dylan.
Today we're going to talk about it. For any of you that have been around this channel for a while, know I'm a big fan of Warren Buffett. Elon Musk said a couple of things about Warren Buffett recently about how he's created this kindly grandpa persona, and that it's not really accurate because obviously he's accomplished a lot and become a self-made multi-billionaire, multi times over. So I wanted to explore that a little bit and show you maybe there's a little bit of dark side to Warren Buffett.
Dark side to Warren Buffett. He's such a sweet old guy. If you like this kind of entertaining stock market content, we're just two stupid guys trying to figure everything out in the market. Go ahead and give us a like and subscribe. So
we'll get to it.
Two stupid guys trade stocks.
All right. So it's a real question. Is Warren Buffett the angel or is he a devil?
I haven't seen this. I'm going to go angel. He's such a sweet guy. He still lives in like the same house. He's driving like a 2004 like Lincoln or something. I can't remember what it was.
Cadillac, but yeah.
Cadillac.
Yeah, he paid like under 40 grand for his house. It was like 37.5. I want to say something like that. But this is a quote from a tweet of Elon Musk here. Don't be fooled. Elon Musk says Warren Buffett isn't quite the kindly grandfather he's cracked up to be. I want to see, is there any veracity to that argument? Does it hold any water? If we're gonna go all my cousin Vinny.
I'm going to say one, we will never know because we've never talked to Warren Buffett. Also, neither has he. I don't think he's ever done it either.
I don't know. I'm sure at some point they've had a conversation and it was probably very short. But he, basically he was talking about, this is actually an interview where he said he's created this image of himself as a kindly grandfather, which is likely overstating the case. Right? Man's accomplished a lot. You can't get to the point Warren Buffett gets to without crushing a few eggs, right? You can't make an omelet without breaking some eggs.
I just know that I love Up a lot, and that's the guy from Up.
I've actually never seen it.
You didn't do that on purpose?
No, I this was like a pre-made meme. I've never actually seen it.
Oh, he's all grumpy, but he's actually got such a good heart.
Oh, well, I'll have to check it out at some point.
There you go.
So this is out of date. This is Forbes last year. They update this every year, but as you can imagine, most of these kind of multi-billionaire folks, a lot of their net worth is tied to stocks. So it fluctuates dramatically. For instance, this, Elon Musk here, number 2 on this list at this time, $190 billion. Do you know what his net worth is now, Dylan?
Isn't it 245? 250?
He's cracked the 300 club, my friend.
Oh my goodness.
As of today, we're filming this on November 1st, 2021. I want to say he's like $309 billion net worth. Yeah. Tesla's been on quite a run over the last month, hasn't it?
Yes, we are going to do a Tesla video on if their price is justified. Preview? No, it's not.
We'll see. All right. But he actually is number 1. When he passed Jeff Bezos, fun fact about Elon Musk, he tweeted out a silver medal to Jeff Bezos.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Wow. All right. And here's Warren Buffett hanging out here down number 8. I mean, come on. Who wants to be number 8? The richest people in the world. It's like, might as well not even be on the list.
I'll take 50th on this list. That's fine.
Exactly.
Sounds good to me.
So from that same kind of Forbes article, this is an interesting point, though. He talks about, he's throwing some stones here at Buffett, saying like, oh, it's like you're not a kindly grandfather. But if you look at their philanthropy score that Forbes assigns to these two folks, here's Elon Musk chilling with a 1, and 1 is the lowest score possible on this particular rating system. And there's Warren Buffett hanging out number 5. That's the top score in this particular rating system.
I'm going to play devil's advocate here.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't you argue that Elon, I'm going to get a lot of crap for this, Elon is also in a way saving the planet?
Touche, yeah. And he is still very much in the capital accumulation stage of his life, right? He hasn't hit that point where he is a Warren Buffett or Bill Gates. That's kind of on like the back 9, if you want to use a golf reference, I guess.
Fair.
So I will give him credit. I'm sure he has great intentions. There was actually, I don't know if you saw this today. Since, I want to say today alone, Elon Musk made about $24 billion in terms of actual appreciation of his Tesla stock.
Right.
And there was an exchange between him and I want to say it was the World Health Organization talking about starvation, basically saying it's like, if he gave $6 billion, that they think they could save like 40 million lives. And he was like, "Show me the plan. If you can show it to me, then like I'm in. I'll sell my Tesla stock today to do this."
Yeah, I mean, you know me and charity. I'm very very hesitant. I won't go there right now.
Yeah,
But I will say he's also doing. I can't remember Star something where it's essentially internet for everyone
Starlink.
and significant Starlink,
Yeah,
significantly cheaper and easier. Yes, you have star clutter and all that crap.
yeah.
Basically, literally everyone on the planet will be able to get internet. There's a lot of things he's doing. That's pretty good.
He does also have his own actual charitable organization that he, what do you call it? Donates money to fund charitable causes. But just it's still a small portion, very small portion compared to what he's accumulated. But Warren Buffett does have a little bit of a dark side. We're going to get into that here in a second. But Forbes did say, by far and away, the biggest donor on this entire list of billionaires was Warren Buffett, with over $40 billion of his fortune given away to nonprofits, primarily the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation.
Yeah, which is the most efficient charity on the planet,
I
in
really
my
do
opinion.
their work.
Yeah, in my opinion.
Their central tenet, like what are they trying to accomplish?
I don't know. I just remember seeing their numbers of their overhead, and I'm like, okay, that's good.
The basic idea is that they don't believe anyone on Earth should, die from a disease that is curable by modern scientific methodology.
Yeah, they like almost completely eradicated polio in Africa until there's some non-vax issues.
Yeah, made great strides. I will give them credit for that. But this is kind of my dark side of Warren Buffett comes from this article. It was published in 2018, and interesting thing here is they're talking about jobs. Like, did Buffett amass this fortune by like eliminating jobs? It's a good question.
I mean, I'm excited to see where you're going with this here.
Yeah. So if you actually look at over time, because he publishes in his annual report every year how many people work for Berkshire Hathaway. Fun fact: it's a little bit more than the population of Tampa, Florida.
Oh, jeez. Well,
Yeah.
all the Dairy Queens are in that, right? All the Geicos. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. There's a lot of companies within that, but this kind of graph right here really highlights the fact that companies that have been a part of the Berkshire family over time have actually seen kind of stagnation or even decreases in jobs, their total jobs. The total number of jobs within Berkshire has grown, but that's because they've acquired more and more units.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. There's a lot of good kind of points about this, and like this is a very much a Warren Buffett quote right here, talking about how they really appreciate companies that are run by cost-conscious and efficient managers.
Yeah, I mean that's not easy to find.
Yeah, I mean, but how do you be efficient, right? You cut the fat, right?
Yeah, I'm okay. I don't want to get yelled at. I'm okay with that. I don't. There's a lot of I'm sure we all had jobs. I was waiting tables for a long time. You can clearly tell people who are not really trying too hard.
Yeah, no, I gotta respect that. But my point is that truly, like, yes, there is always Buffett has portrayed himself as this kindly grandfather, and but still throughout, like, for him to amass this fortune, there has been some folks that have kind of paid a price for that. Nothing is entirely free.
Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna go like the $30 billion or whatever he gave to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation make up for it. I'm gonna say that really overshadows.
I completely agree. I do agree. There, people are too binary sometimes in their thinking. Is like, is he good or evil? And nothing is really often like or ever that kind of perfectly binary. But like this point right here, over 24 of the companies employ fewer people now than they used to prior to Berkshire's acquisition of them.
I wonder how many in that area, how common that is, though, just due to machines from when he acquired them.
Good point. Obviously, you're going to get some synergies too, because you have this massive corporate umbrella that they're being brought under. Do you necessarily need an HR person at each individual office now once you're kind of like folded into this large company?
No, you don't.
Yeah. But this is just some of the employers within them. General RE, which is a large reinsurance company, just kind of decreasing employment over time. They were actually an interesting one in that they struggled financially early on when they were first acquired by Berkshire, but now they've become a large profit center for them. Shaw is a carpet manufacturer. Part of this may actually be how do I put this trend of times, right? Like, wall-to-wall carpet, is that like a trendy thing in Arizona real estate right now?
No, I just closed on a house today, and first thing I'm doing is taking the carpet out.
Well,
So.
yeah. Congratulations. Had maybe you purchased some Shaw carpet, maybe some more jobs would come back to Berkshire Hathaway. I don't know.
Don't put that juju on me, Ricky Bobby. All right?
Yeah, it's all
No,
right. Just we're gonna do, and then maybe instead you can help them out by buying some Fruit of the Loom underwear.
I do wear Fruit of the Loom. I
There you
don't.
go.
I do Hanes.
Yeah.
I like Michael Jordan. Yeah.
I can't believe you. But this graph right here, same thing. You're kind of seeing a little decrease in jobs over time. They did acquire 2 other brands along the way too, both Russell and Vanity Fair here. And they've kind of folded them in, and that overall, like the number of jobs has decreased as part of the synergies there once again.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. But that's pretty much actually the point I was trying to make, is that like nothing is entirely, without costs somewhere else. And yeah, I still respected Warren Buffett and think he's overall a net benefit to society, and that Elon Musk can certainly step up his game a little bit as far as like his charitable donations. I think he can. Of course he can.
I know.
You don't think Iron Man should pay like any sort of like or make any more societal contributions?
I think advancing the human race and giving internet to the whole planet for a very affordable price is pretty solid. See, here's something that's different, because I lived on the East and West Coast. This is fun fact. When you're on the East Coast, internet is much cheaper because there's way more competitors, right? When you live in Arizona, there's no competitors. So internet's $100 a month.
Yeah, that's what I pay on the East Coast actually.
I
My cable.
get a credit via the company I'm at, because I was on the East Coast and they had to compete with Verizon Fios.
Nice.
It's 30% off just because I lived on the East Coast.
I love it. All right, guys. Well, let us know. What do you think? Is Warren Buffett good or evil?
And Elon's fine. Just gonna throw it out there. No, I'm not even a Tesla guy. He's great.
See you guys in the next one.